Hey, I'm Jen. Welcome back to my channel. So today it's 3 weeks since I started my fat loss cellulite journey. A lot of you saw my transformation when I changed my body from this to this, and then I had some setbacks and wasn't able to do my full workouts for my lower body. I started to get cellulite on my knees and I wasn't looking as firm as I wanted to look. So I'm documenting everything I'm doing. If you want the specifics, there's a fat loss guide below that is completely free. And when you get the fat loss guide, you can get my weekly emails where I'll tell you my specific things that I'm eating, my specific workouts that I'm doing, and skin firming tips, the things that I'm doing at home to help tighten the skin, to help with my cellulite, all of that. So the things that I do not require a lot of time. They don't require a lot of dieting, and they don't require endless cardio sessions. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything that I've been doing this week. I'm going to break down how to easily bump up your protein. So things that I'm doing to get in more protein to help me stay full and to sculpt my body. I'm going to go over some workout ideas that have really been helping me that are fast and effective to help sculpt your body. I'm going to go over the skin firming tips that I've been doing this week to help in skin tightening and to help with cellulite as well. So I'm a mom of 3. I've had my last baby at 45. I've always been skinny fat. I've owned a med spa for over 20 years, so I really know tips and tricks to help, especially with skin firming and skin tightening and cellulite struggles. I'm a personal trainer and nutritionist, so if you're a woman over 40 or 50 like me and really struggling to firm up, then this video is for you. Now, for protein, protein is super vital as we get older. Unfortunately, we need more protein than we think that we need. So aim for 100 grams of protein a day. If you're eating that already and it's not working, then try bump up your protein, try and reduce your other fats and carbs, increase your fiber. There's a lot of things that we can do as we get older. You do not want to decrease your fats that much because it will mess with your hormones. So as women, perimenopause, postmenopause, we do need at least 40 grams of fat a day. So I aim for 40 to 60 grams of fat. If you want your specific macros, your proteins, fats, carbs, and even fiber, send me an email. I'm happy to get you started so you have some baseline of where you can start. So I'll put my email down below as well, and I'm happy to email you to help you get started. You can also sign up down below and work with me one-on-one. I do one-on-one, very customizable programs where I help you with your fitness, nutrition, mindset, and your skincare so that you can firm up not only your bodies, but your skin as you are aging. Now, to help you get in more protein, this is a big struggle for a lot of women that come into my Firm Over 40 program, is they're not getting in enough protein. So the easiest way to do this without stressing out about it and making it like a big deal is increasing the protein that you're already eating. So hopefully you're eating some protein at each meal. So if you're eating 1 egg in the morning, start with 2 eggs, or get 1 egg and 1 cup of egg whites. Just increase the protein that you're already having. If you're having 1 little cup of yogurt, that's 15 or 20 grams of protein. Have 2 cups of yogurt. Okay, so this is how you're going to more easily bump up the protein that you're already having. If at lunch you're having like a little bit of tuna, then have a can and a half of tuna or a whole can of tuna. Or if you're having 1 piece of chicken, have 1.5 pieces of chicken, or 1 piece of chicken and 2 eggs. So increase the protein that you're already eating instead of figuring out how to get in more protein. This is the easiest way. And then do the same thing with dinners and snacks. I really like those Fairlife ready to drink chocolate shakes. They taste like chocolate milk. It's 30 grams of protein, 150 calories. It's an easy way for me to have in a snack with 30 grams of protein. But protein is going to be vital in helping you to reduce fat and change your body composition. Now, since I don't have a lot of time to work out, I do make sure I try and get in 10 to 12,000 steps on average a day, but that's not always possible. And if I don't do it, I don't beat myself up. But I do these 10 with Jen workouts. So they're 10 minutes, but very strategic workouts if I'm working on a particular body part. So right now, focusing more on my legs, and I will focus 3 of my workouts during the week on that. And then 1 time a week, I will go to the gym and use equipment that I don't have at home. So it allows me to lift heavier weights, to use like the assisted pull-up machine, to do different machines, obviously, that I don't have here at home, to just challenge my body in different ways. So that's really vital. If you've been doing the same little workouts at home and it's not challenging your body, then your body's not going to change. You need to continually challenge your body to get results. Our bodies are very adaptable, and if you don't continually change it, then it's going to stop changing. And if what you're doing right now isn't working, then you need to change it. So that's why if you work with a coach or if you work with me one-on-one, I change your workouts every week based on how your body is responding and the specific body parts that you want to address. I create the workouts for you based on the equipment that you have at home or the equipment that you have available to you at your gym. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be strategic. Have to be consistent. The more consistent you are, the better it's going to be for you for your mindset and for your body. You can't just start something and expect immediate results, especially as you get older, because your bodies just don't change that quickly. And if you're changing your body quickly, then your skin is going to look horrible. So do not do it. Think in baby steps. Baby steps will get you to the body that you're looking for, but you have to be patient, because we've already tried these super fast weight loss things that we did when we were younger. We lost weight and then we rebounded and probably looked worse. I always looked worse. I always looked more skinny fat than when I started. Let's talk about ways you can challenge yourself if you don't have a lot of equipment at home, just little things that will make a difference in sculpting your body. If you have multiple sets of weights, I've talked about this before. So for instance, here I have different sets of weights. In that case, you would just kind of do a drop set, do a warm-up set with your lightest weight, then progress to the heaviest weight and work down. But say you only have light weight, okay, I'll show this in some of my other videos as well. If you only have a 5-pound weight and then you have a band like this or some type of band, if you don't have this, you can take probably the weight and wrap it around like this. But this is the band that I use in my programs and I like to use. It's just a lot easier and takes time because I don't have to switch out the bands, because I can wrap this in my feet and do all kind of stuff. So you can put your weight into a band or wrap a band around your weight and then increase the challenge of lifting the weight. So if this was just 5 pounds by itself, you'd have to do a lot of this and it's not going to change your body. I'm telling you, it's not. So if you don't have a heavier weight or you don't want to buy heavier weights, you can put a band around your weight and this completely feels like double the weight right now and it's a lot more challenging. You can also work out on different angles by changing how your hand is, your hand placement, front, on the side, different angles will work your muscle in different ways. So I like to do that with the band as well. So front, side, a little bit to the back or little pulses. So play with angles of your feet as well can completely change the muscle that you're working on. But what I like the best is to elevate my foot either in the front or the back. This makes the biggest difference. If you're trying to firm up your legs, this is a great trick. So if you have something, probably even like a yoga block or something that you can put your front foot or your back foot on. So let's say your front foot to start. Let's just use this. I prefer to use something like this that you can get, I swear, on Amazon for like 40 bucks, because you can get all the different levels and change the level. This is better. If you have something, even something in your kitchen that you can step up on, if you can elevate your front foot, it makes it just more challenging and it's actually easier on your knees to have your foot elevated. So if you have a yoga block, let's put it this way, so your whole foot is on it, and then you can go down. So the higher, as you get better at this, you can make the platform higher and it works your leg differently. And then you can go straight up and down, or you can angle your body forward and you're going to work your legs or your glutes depending on the angle that you're doing. So from the side, foot on here, okay, then down and up, straight, okay? Or angle yourself this way and come forward, okay? So this is a good way to work your leg in different ways. Also, you can elevate your leg, get your inner thighs. Ideally, if you had two, it would be better, but elevate to do inner leg work. And then you can put it behind you as well, and then go down like that. You can put it on the side of you and do the side, okay? Actually, you can even slide this and use it as a slider if you wanted. Okay, so I like to use elevation to challenge my muscles differently. Then you can do little pulses, change the height of the elevation. These are key in just challenging your body in, if you don't want to get more weights, inexpensive ways with maybe stuff that you have at home. If you have these old school ankle weights, you can also use these around your ankles and then do your step ups and hold your weight. So this way it's increasing the weight that you are using. If you have a band like this, right, then you can also put it under a step that you have, right? And then it would make your exercise more challenging. You could do this like with a chair as well, and it's just giving you like a little bit more resistance. You can come up, right? You can stay down longer, come up and hold. And you can do that even without. So you want to come up and hold, and you're working on balance. You can do this as well if you don't even have a step and you want to challenge your body differently and grab your weights And instead of just doing a lunge and come up, you could do a lunge, come up and squeeze. So these are different ways. Do pulses here, come up and squeeze. Change the elevation, change the angles, pulses. These are all ways that you can challenge your body in different ways from home with a little bit of equipment. So I hope this helps. So I've been trying some different things on my body. If you saw my other video, you know I like to stamp and use GSH powder and UNV as a mask once a week when I do deeper stamping. As a recap, love this stamper. It goes from like 0 all the way up to 3 millimeters. For my arms and for my knees and cellulite areas, I do 3 millimeters. And then I will adjust it down like 2 for the décolleté, like 1 for the neck, and all different for the face. I have a separate video on that. But why I like this is because it's adjustable and I don't have to stock like multiple different rollers. So it's just better. We'll do this once a week on my problem areas. I feel like it really helps to create collagen, to stimulate collagen. And then I will mix UNV with the water, a little bit in here. And then I have a spray bottle for daily. So I put the diluted water in here. And then I create a mask every day, every week, once a week. I'll create a mask with a little bit of the powder, a little bit of the water, mix it, and then apply it to all the areas that I stamped at 3 millimeters. If you need the stamper, you have to email me because it's considered a medical device. You cannot get on Amazon because Amazon only has 0.25, which is more for product penetration. 0.25 is great if you just want to enhance the absorption of your products if they are safe to be absorbed like that. Every night I use either my Booty Booster gel or my Firm Up gel. I use this one a lot during the day. I will put it on, I leave it on my counter so I remember to use it because it gives like an immediate kind of firming and tightening to the skin. And if it's out, then I will remember to use it. And then I'll do my chest with this actually in the morning. And I like to, for my chest area, use the gua sha to help just smooth out maybe any fine lines or wrinkles that I got during the night of sleeping. And then I do this on my face too, but I'll do a whole other video on that for you because definitely I feel like the tool matters that you use for that. And I have all tips and tricks. When I do the firming gel, like on my body, I just apply it usually in the bathroom and then, get into bed. But I have been liking doing a quick, like literally very quick, like a few minutes. I take that boosted water instead of wasting more product to rehydrate the area. And then I take this is called the MVP Glow Become wand. And then I put it on the vibration setting. So I like this because it's customizable. I sell this to my clients because depending on your skin, you don't want vibration, you could turn the vibration off. Or if you don't want heat because you have sensitivities like rosacea or acne and you can't have the heat, you can turn the heat off. But I like the vibration and it has the microcurrent to help in just stimulating lymphatic drainage and blood flow before I go to bed. So literally I just do this for a few minutes to enhance the penetration of the firming gel. So I do it there and then I would do it on my knees, like literally just a few minutes to just get the circulation going, to right before you go to bed, stimulate any blood flow like that. So wet the area so you're not like keep applying more and more gel. It saves you on whatever products that you're using if they're water-based. So I've been doing that literally a few minutes every night before I go to bed. And then I keep this in the bathroom or next to my bed, next to my son's bed. And I just, before I go to sleep on dry skin, I will do a little bit more stimulating massage. And this feels amazing. And I've noticed more of an immediate tightening and firming to the skin using this tool versus I used to use this one because of the little bumps. But this one, it's called the Chinese Meridian Comb. Usually I was using it for my scalp because I like to stimulate the scalp for helping to grow the hair, stimulate blood flow, circulation. But I find it amazing here and it gives a more, I feel like, effective and faster tightening. And then I also do it on my legs and I feel like I've noticed a bigger difference, a faster difference than using the other one. So I'll do a whole video if you want, let me know below on the exact method that I use. But when you buy any of my products, like any of my tools, it will come with directions and also videos of how to use it specifically because I feel like so many of my clients buy different tools and devices and they have no idea how to use them, so they don't use them. Being that I've owned a med spa, I know different tips and tricks of how to use things in unique ways. You will get directions, videos, also affirmation cards, and coming soon, you're going to get some hypnotherapy as well with the tool included in the price. So again, do this every single night. It takes no time, literally keep it by your bed. do it while you're watching TV. You know, literally, I have all different like ways that I do it, but even just this right before you go to bed is going to make a big difference in how your skin is like looking and feeling. I'm telling you, it makes a difference, especially before bed when your body is repairing itself. So these are the things that I've changed and that I'm doing this week, and I feel like I'm noticing a faster result than the way I was doing it before. And then when I do this product, say once a week, or if I remember, you can use it as a treatment too. So since it's also water-based and a gel, you feel like immediate tightening to the skin, to the area. So a lot of my clients will use it, you know, before they go to the beach because they feel like it gives like a nice tightening to the skin. But I'll use this like on my belly, my legs, and then you can like wrap it or do like an at-home treatment as well to, you know, increase the results. So there's a couple things that I added this week that are different. So I added in doing 1 pound of vegetables a day. I just wanted to see how it would make me feel. So I started weighing it out, but now I know what it looks like. So I fill a container like this full of different vegetables. I do have a sweet tooth, so I tend to like these sweet peppers. I will do like 2 cucumbers, beans, carrots, whatever vegetables that you like, and kind of just snack at these while I'm working at my computer. And I feel like I have something crunchy. Sometimes I'll put like a little salt, or I like to squeeze lime on them. It does help increase my fiber, helps with my gut microbiome, getting a diverse amount of vegetables. It helps to keep me full, and it just keeps my mouth busy if I'm looking for a snack. I also recently started using a smart scale. So the kind that you stand on and then you also hold. So the Hume one I've been using, and then there's another one that I was sent also to try. And I really like these because I never liked weighing myself. It's very triggering for me. I would hate to see the number on the scale. And a lot of people, it is very triggering. It's hard. I get it to weigh yourself, but these scales give you a lot more data. So how much water is in your body. It goes down to bone, like your bone mineral density, your heart health, body fat, actually your visceral fat as well. And it breaks it down by your whole body, and also arms, legs, trunk. So a lot of data. You can see if you have imbalances. So me not being able to work out like part of my body because of the sprained ankle, it will show me the different imbalances. And if you have more imbalances, especially as you get older, it can lead to more injuries. It has a lot of data also about helping you, like it will see where you have imbalances and give you suggestions. It has a free app. So I've been really enjoying the scale like that. So definitely recommend trying a scale like that because it just gives you more data, so you can see if the scale is going up. Maybe it's because you're just retaining more water, or maybe because you're gaining muscle and losing fat. And so for me, when I originally changed my body, the scale definitely was going up, but I could tell my body was getting smaller. So I stopped weighing myself because it was just messing with my mind too much. The other thing that I did, I started 6 days ago, was on, it's called Owestra. So it's a bioidentical hormone. It is a vaginal cream that you apply once a day with a little insert like this. It also can be dosed a lot differently. So as opposed to like the patch or the pellets or pills, adjust the dosage of the cream a lot easier than with other versions of hormone replacement. Love the support. I can text message them anytime because I do take herbal supplements, and sometimes I take St. John's wort, and ChatGPT was telling me not to mix St. John's wort with HRT. So I asked them specifically and they said, no, it's fine. So, and they responded to me within an hour of me texting them. So any questions, you know, I like that I have that support. So we'll see how it goes. I noticed honestly an immediate difference within hours of taking my first dose as far as energy and mood. I am really loving it, but I'm on day 6. So I'm curious, you know, how this goes long term. I signed up for 3 months to try the product. So I'll see how it goes, but I will keep you posted on that. And I will see, you know, if I feel like it's making any difference in my body, if it's helping me to more easily change my body. But honestly, I have so many clients, both in my med spa and my Firm Over 40 program, that take hormone replacement and it hasn't really helped them to move the needle at all in body composition changes. I think it has more, can help with like mood and sleep and hot flashes, things like that, but not as much body composition. But I will keep you posted on that. So what's really vital when you start this journey, if you're really struggling and you've been struggling for years and what you're doing is not working, is to, one, ask yourself, you know, be really sure about why you want to do this and have a strong why, because you have to know that it's not always going to be easy, that there's going to be hard days, that you're going to have setbacks, and that's fine. But you have to know that the process is going to be a little bit slow. As you're older, you want a slower weight loss, you want a slower fat loss, because if you lose it fast, you're going to have really bad skin sagging results. And then you're going to have to chase down that problem. So ideally, you lose weight, lose fat slowly. It's a long-term sustainable fat loss, and that you're treating your skin at the same time so that you are building new collagen while you are losing fat at the same time, so you don't have this like saggy, really saggy, crepey skin. Like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. Also, please comment down below any areas that you're struggling. I'd be happy to make videos. Be sure to check out my other videos on firming up your body and firming up your skin, and I will see you in the next one.